Yes, guys. Wait for some people to log on. Yes, guys. I want some people to log on this afternoon, late evening, early after, well, late night. I want everybody. How everyone feel about how does everyone feel about P Diddy, Sean Combe? Leave your comment how you guys feel, cause it's a lot of information out there. A lot of information, people. A lot of information. A lot of information out there, guys. But it's a lot of information, but a lot of information, it's a lot of misleading. A lot of people saying a lot of different things on their platform. But we have to, a lot of people have to be truthful. And listen, beside of all of that, people, with all respect, this man is innocent to proven guilty. We don't know. We just don't know as yet. We don't know as yet. It's a lot of things coming out on the news, especially people. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Let's be honest. It's not looking good, people. So the other day I was trying to stream off my computer. For some reason it was acting up. So I finally got it up and working, rock and rolling, and it's working good so far. Yeah, guys. So it's a lot of information coming out, man. Man, it's all I have to say, people. The federal government don't get involved in certain cases unless if there is probable cause. A lot of people saying it's true the silver cases that he have, and FBI is looking into it, and some turn into some you know charges. But I mean, wow, charges, people, charges will come. I believe charges will come. People say, "Oh, how could you say these things? We don't know if it's true or not." People, listen. You know what I mean? Let's be serious. Be serious and be have a reasonable mind. FBI is an agency that I wouldn't say they don't play around unless if there's probably cause. Because we have to understand these people had to get a warrant. They had to get a warrant, a judge that signed off on it and said, "Oh, certain things we have probably cause." So they have probably cause, and a judge have to sign off on those warrant. And to my knowledge, what I'm hearing, I heard that this all started from New York. New York is the one that initiated the whole, because especially the lawsuits, they are in New York. So I believe that's where New York initiate start, and the FBI got, for all I have to say, people, the FBI, it's the only time, to my knowledge, the only time FBI get like involved in a certain case, unless if not say it's a high profile, unless if there's certain things, trafficking, big time drug dealing and things like that, like a chain. And but we all, listen, these things usually, it's go high up, people. These things go high up, high up. And who knows, can this man be the fall guy for everything? Who knows? We don't know. We don't know, people. We don't know how far these things go. But it's sad, because the thing is this: when you surround yourself with a certain group of people, bird that flock together, they always they do the same thing, people. it's sad that it come down to this. But people, listen, I want your guys, with all serious note, I want you guys to pay close attention, because there is I follow this lady on Facebook, and she's on all the platforms. She's on all, I think so, the Master's Voice. She's on Facebook, and so she's also on the platform, I think Spotify, all different social media platform. You'll need to go check her out. It's called the Master's Voice, and she's on Facebook. People, she be getting into some pathetic things, and she already said something about this earlier during the year, about what's going to take place, with especially with this case, Sean Cohn or Pete Diddley or Puff, whatever, all these names over the years. It's called, the moist the Master's Voice. You know what I mean? Wow, she's on all the platform. People, this young lady here, do saying some prophecy that, what I mean, it's very, 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 very on point. Prophecy about TG Jakes, prophecy about Sean Combs, prophecy about the big takedown. And people, when I this year started out, there was something that the vibes, how the year start with this vibe. It was just a year where people got very comfortable, doing certain things, and and thinking that no one is paying no attention and mind to what they're doing. And now look, it's, what I mean, whatever. Listen, these people made a choice what they want to do. It's obvious these people sign contracts, and they have to live by those contracts. They have to go by those contracts, and so you sign a contract with someone, and like I said before, when you renege on that contract and don't want to fulfill that purpose of that contract no more, what I mean, you're asking for trouble. You are asking for trouble, because they, at the end of the day, they do not care about you. They don't care. These people, they don't care about no one else. All they care is about themselves. And get back what I was saying about this you know the Master's Voice. She's on Facebook, and she's very, 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 she's into the prophetic. If you into word of God, and into prophetic stuff like that, and believe that the word of God is true, and things that the prophecy that fulfilling, and people, that is what we're living through right now. We are living through the prophecy. We are living the last days. We are living prophecies. And if you follow the Master's Voice on you, I think she's on YouTube platform, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You know what I mean? And also she's on the like, I think Spotify, Amazon, all those different platforms. I think she's on. So what I mean, go check her out. This is it right here. It's called the Master's Voice. Is also, it's also on. Yes, here it is. There it is, people. You know what I mean? So go check it out. It's on Facebook, The Master's Voice. If you're into the prophetic word, she break it down. Also, she be breaking the word about what's going on with TD Jakes. And also, people, she did predicted that this was going about to happen, especially we know that the famous pastor that go to Sean Combs or P. Diddley or Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call them, those parties. Right now, she predicted that his downfall is next. She predicted also these men going to spend millions of dollars trying to prove themselves innocent. People, what I mean. This is where the trouble start for Sean Cohn or P. Diddley. People, what I mean. We have to look at this realistically, because the reason why I'm saying that, because Why would the FBI, a lot of people's, allegation on social media saying that the FBI you know raided his house because they're looking for the bigger fish. People, it doesn't matter, little fish, middle fish, big fish, whoever is whoever is in that net, the little fish, big fish, they're all the same. They're all the same. The only thing, the big fish have a little more money, so they have a little more disguise, and the higher these things go, people, it's the more these people maneuver because they have high power in high places. That's why they say you have wicked things in high places. It's so what I mean. But the trouble that he's in, people, listen, like I was saying before, the FBI do not go to someone's house unless if they have some type of something. People, do you know you have to go to a judge, and you have to not say convince the judge, you have to give the judge some probably called evidence that there's a slight possibility if you do get the search warrant and go there, you'll find something to help your case. um but man, this and the thing is, those charges that come with this, those the years, the charges, man, people, those things I think go like 25 years a piece, 25 a life. Listen, if this man get convicted of this crime, he would never ever get out of jail, people. And Sean Cole, he's not an old man, but he's not a young man. He's 50 something years old. You know what I mean? So, if things go that way, people, I'm just speaking if, strong possibility, people, if things go like this. Yeah, no, I mean, this man going to be doing years, people, because you're forgetting, trafficking is a big crime. That's what I'm saying, people. The reason why the FBI is on this homeland security, because when you say drug, or not even drug trafficking, people, when you say human trafficking, sex trafficking, drugging people, and this and that, all those charges, people, it doesn't sit well. So guess what happened? As they say, the big dogs have to come in. And when the big dogs come in, people, they just don't come in. They have to make sure when they go in for the right purpose, right cause, because they don't want to make no mistakes. The FBI is not just local, even though they work with the local authorities, to help them in their case. But people, these people, there's a higher look, they not the regular police or sheriff or state police. These are the government authority, people. So that means they are properly doing their homework or their research or whatever they're doing. They making sure they're crossing that I and dotting that T, crossing that T and put that dot on the I. They're making sure everything is right. So that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? A lot of people saying, "Oh, he's innocent, proven guilty," but people, rumors today online saying that this man most likely indictment will come. People, indictment will come. From what I'm hearing, I think P Diddley made a statement saying that he's innocent, blah blah, all of that. You know what I mean? We gonna watch and see how this case play out, people. We just gonna watch and see, because I don't see I don't see I don't see how people, it's, we don't understand. This man is in trouble, and the thing is, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, people. It doesn't look good. You know what I mean? So listen, leave your comment, man. Anybody, and leave your comment. Let me know how you guys feel. You know what I mean? And also tomorrow I'm going live tomorrow with a guest tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So please join me tomorrow. 11 o'clock. We going live, and we're gonna speak about more about this case, and what's going on with it, the do and the don'ts, not the doing those, the in and outs, what's being released online. Because there's a lot of information, people. You know what I mean? And this is how crazy it is, people. How ironic this is. How ironic this is. You know, we talking about the Tupac murder, the Biggie, and it's the 25 year of the anniversary of these rappers being assassinated, called basically they've been assassinated. And the year of 25. Wow. So we're gonna have the year 25 going to the year 24. What a year is it? And we have the murder of Biggie, so-called, not Biggie. We have the murder case of Tupac. Resolved a couple months ago. Still going to trial. All of that. Then we have um. This is another one. We have Jam Master Jay also after it been solved. And so I'm assuming Biggie Small, uh Big is next. His case is next to be solved because the way how they're doing these things. But I mean, man, that's and the thing about it, people, the thing about it, over the years, Sean Combe, P. Diddley, Puffy, whatever people, he just been in his name been on the radar with law enforcement. And there is so many times you could literally or actually turn your head and say, okay, but listen, you know now they turn their head, but look, the light is on him, because we don't know, at the end of the day, we don't know how this is going to turn out. And it's the same way. We have another case that's in the same, even though they're in different countries. Because don't forget, people, we have the Vybz Kartel case also that went to the UK. That case been appealed. What I mean? They won the appeal case. Now, the appeal case in the UK telling Jamaican people, the government or the prosecutor, you need to go to Jamaica and resolve this issue, because you need to resolve it. You had the proper means, the manpower. They need to resolve the issue. So now, not to take anything away from this live show, talking about Sean Cole, but we have to watch, because guess what? We have two different countries that have ties. Jamaica and America have ties. So right now, what I mean, we have to watch, because according to Vaz Cartel lawyer, he's saying that there's a strong possibility. Well, he's saying that we all know, his rights, constitution right. They violate his constitution right. So they won the appeal on that. So, and the case was overturned. But they have to go to all the legal paperwork and all that. So, but guess what? According to the UK court, what I mean, they're telling Jamaica, oh, bring it back to Jamaica, and if the Jamaica prosecutor want to retrial. So Vaz Law is saying, and I would do a separate video for that, people. Vaz Law is saying that, if they that's the prosecutor job, is to take them to trial. They want a trial. And he's saying it as is my job as defender, to defend my client and bring evidence to support my client. So what I mean. But one of the argument that he's making is that Vaz Cartel already spent 12 to 13 years already in prison. And that we seen the outcome of that. It was overturned. But I believe, people, it was overturned by some type of technical technology, technical, because away from that, we don't know if the Jamaican government goes, okay, we trial, or the prosecutor. We don't know. So his lawyer, who is Estra Buchanan. That's, if all the regular lovers, that is Big Huge son. And it's good too, people, because it's very good, because you have a lawyer that understand the dynamic of in that field, because his father the entertainer, and I'm sure he's seen his father went through a lot of things over the years, especially in entertainment in business. So it's good to know that we have lawyers that represent the artists. But we don't want lawyers to represent the artists in bad situation, where the artists most likely put themselves in, especially because who they socialize with, who they hang around with. And it's the same thing in America when it comes down to the Sean Combs case, P. Diddley case, because guess what? What I mean? you over the years, there's rumors, lawsuits settle, people, and also the thing with Cassidy, she's, people saying that, there was another young artist that's went for a lawsuit, but but I'm not going to speak about it, but I'm going to speak about the Cassidy, because Cassidy is the one that really pushed the issue, because from what what's floating around, Diddy didn't settle until, but it's sad, because we don't we wasn't there to know. But if somebody come out and say something, something that happened to them, we have to take a look at it. And how ironic this is, a lot of people is coming out and saying this and saying that. So what we have to do is, we have to, the government, the authorities have to take a look at it, because guess what, Sean Combs over the years always have some type of altercation with the law involving whatever it is. And like I said before, there's such thing as giving a person rope. And what it is, what I found out is, a lot of law enforcement will do their research and notice, yeah, this person, okay, they build a case. And over the years, man, over the years, Sean Combs, P. Diddley, his report wasn't a good report. It wasn't a good one. His report came back, because let me tell you something. A lot of people are guilty because of association of the people who they hang around with, or who they hang around with. You know what I mean? Because if you hang around killers, and one day when the police come, they take everyone, because you hang around killers. So they assuming, bird who fly, that's the same thing, people. We all know these saying that, bad company know bad company, because they know who the bad company are. Good company know good company, because they know who the good company are. Same thing, people. The reverse of good is wickedness, and the reverse of wickedness is good. That's what it is, positive and negative. And we people have to make a decision what they want to do with their life. And unfortunately, some people make some choice and decision that, for what they want to do, and the decision and choice will come back to them, people. The vibes will come back to them. So you know what I mean. So we just have to be, keep out, not say, we just have to sit back and watch and see what the outcome will be for the next couple of weeks, people. It's not going to look good. It's not going to look good, because what I mean. And also, what I mean, the charges, man. I didn't really get into but the charges, people. If you're talking about, I don't know if they're kidnapped, but if you're talking about sex trafficking and underage people, that the time that go with that, you're doing life. What I mean, on one count. What I mean, and you could keep this man. We're not saying, people, what if we speaking of a probability, or allegedly, or whatever. We don't know if this man is innocent or guilty. We don't know. And the thing is, no one online will know if this man is innocent or guilty until this man is brought into a courtroom. What I mean, is indictment in the future? Most likely, people, you know, we have to realize how serious this man is in trouble. This man is in trouble, people. And it's just people. It is to the point where, even on social media, he's getting a lot of backlash, a lot of people saying this and that. You know what I mean? But guess what? That come with the territory. You know what I mean? That come with the territory, people. That come with the territory. Should I leave this light on? Yeah, I'll leave it on. It doesn't matter. I mean, but this one probably better. It come with the territory, people. You know what I mean? So, listen, leave your comment, people, and make sure, please, share this video, press a like button, and subscribe. You know what I mean? Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, I will be going live with Ahmad, and we will coming on. We're going to get more into the Sean Cone. We're going to have our guests on tomorrow. So I appreciate everyone come on and sharing the support. Yeah, yeah, guys. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things, man. Charges. We don't know. We don't know what the charges will be. We don't know, but we know for a fact that um something went down. We know for a fact something went down. And like I said before, the FBI just don't pop up at your house like that. They have to do the proper research, the proper footwork, lead work, all of that they have to do, people. All of that they have to do. All of that they have to do. You know what I mean? All of that. So we see how it goes in the next couple of weeks, and it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Not looking good, people. Not looking good. So I mean, let me know, guys. Let me know how you guys feel out there. Let me know, how you know what how you guys feel about this all these allegations. We know they're all allegation, people. All allegation. We don't know. Alleged, all allegations. You know what I mean? So one thing in this country, you know what I mean. You are innocent until proven guilty. So we giving this man, as I say, the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? He have to prove his case. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, people. People saying that, then we have another entertainer too. We have another entertainer, um, the former owner of Def Jam Record. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, people. This one, people say, "Oh, you can't judge no one." Listen, we are not judging. It's by their action. This one, if you don't have anything to hide, or you're not afraid of anything, why you left United States to go to a country that they're not gonna come for you, look for you. So what I mean. These are the things that people I look at. I don't look at I look at reality. If you are not afraid of anything, if you're innocent, bring your body back in the United States and be man enough and hire your lawyer and go up against your case where you have a blah, blah. But you prefer to run and hide away and what I mean. People. It's sickening. It's sickening. See, and I have a problem with that because guess what? And we the people give these people the like they have power. They don't have no power. We give them this authority like they better than everyone else. They come first. We the public give these people these status like we put them on this pedestal. I don't put none of these people on the pedestal because at the end of the day they're not doing anything. All they're doing is for themselves. And these people, like I said, these people already signed their contract. They know what they have to do, and they know what they have to do. And when you see everything is going good for them, you don't hear anything. But soon as they renege on their contract, they want to come out in public. Oh, this one that, this one that. But all them years, they're making all that money and the glamour and the fame and this and that. They're not saying nothing. But soon as things go south, they want to come out in the public and start saying these things and that and that. But when everything was on good over the years, nobody say anything. Everything is good. And soon as things, like I said, turn south, they want to come to the community and so support. Same thing as Kanye West. These people, they're full of propaganda, full of propaganda. You know what I mean? How can you have your wife, a person that you spend intimate moments with, your wife, you have your wife out in public, half naked, half dressed, and then you have the audacity, then you want to go on social media and complain about, oh, these people, these, but you already signed the contract. You signed that contract. You know exactly how things going, but you want the public to show you pity, and therefore, and look what this man did again, make it worse. He's so called talking about he's Jesus this, preaching Jesus this, but look, people, these people, you cannot follow these people. You cannot follow these people. And you know how I feel about it. Everyone in that circle, they all know each other in that circle. And you know, and right now, and look, Sean Combs, he's not getting no support. I don't see anyone come out and supporting this man. I don't, everyone is staying far away from this right now, far away. Everyone is scattering. Everyone is running for their life because they don't want nothing to do with this man at this present time. They don't want nothing to do with him. They're running people. So you know, so even the other night they show that P Diddy was at a party. They said he was at a party, his last party in Hollywood. People, he looks so like wow. That's something people like they said. Actions speak louder than words, and this man was just by himself. Nobody acknowledge him. It's like you know. It's like Hollywood knew people. It's like Hollywood they knew something, you know. And you know, let me tell you something. That's when you know these people operate in cliques, and you know they know what's going on in each other camp. Because guess what? You know, we don't understand one of the things that these people have to okay, all right. You know, when it comes down like to a gang, we know in American society we have the Bloods, we have the Crips, we have, you know, like Latin Kings, we had so many different gangs. But guess what? And we all know to get into that gang there have to be some type of no. We know that there's some there have to be something you have to some type of no, you have to get in there. We know what it is. You just don't go in there. You have to and how crazy this is how crazy it is, people. Even in colleges, when you want to go into these different I forgot what they call it. Oh man, uh when you go into these different large I don't know if that's what it is, if I'm saying the right word. Kappa Gamma and all that, you know, all that stuff. You have to take like you have to take a pledge. You just don't go in there like that. You have to prove yourself. And look how ironic is everything. You see how it is, people. So it's the same thing in Hollywood, people. It's same thing with those people. If you want to go in that exclusive that group, you have to be negotiating. You have to take a pledge. You have to do something because you just can't just go in there. So these are the things that so these people know. So there was a famous artist, and I just saw the clippings the other day, and I'm gonna go on my I'm gonna go, and most likely because what it is, people, when I don't like I always screenshot like the person like name so I could always go back and pull up something on it. So it was people, man. So we had this famous person saying that you know he said there was three doors. So there's three doors, people. There are three doors. And he said you have a door in the middle, and you have a door on the left, and you have a door on the right. And he said the door in the middle, that's a gate where you got to go straight. That means you're independent. And they're gonna come and tell you his exact words. Oh yeah, you know what I mean, you know, we're gonna see how you're gonna have see if you have talent and all this young man, how gonna do independent all by yourself. Then the other door, there's another door. This is what he's saying. He said there's another door, that's a sacrifice door, and he said the other door is that community door. If you know what I'm talking about, that community door. So these are the two doors that there's a three door, and he said some people choose doors, and he said his door was straight. When you pick that door straight, that means you're independent. You were independent. No one, no, you don't sign no contract, independent. So they just let you be how far you will go. But on the other hand, those two other doors, when you sign this contract and you go through those other doors, it's a club that you're going in. You're going and it's a club, and guess what? When you go in that club will make sure you go out there on top. You are making money. You living a life. You living this. You living that. You living this. But you have to give a pledge. You have to give something, something, and majority of the time, what you give is yourself. You know, because there's nothing else you could give. You give yourself or others. And you know, when it's time to when they come to collect, you have to pay. You know what I mean? People say that, you know, you once before you get in, you have to pay. It's a fee you pay, whatever that fee is. We don't know. We don't know what it is, but they're saying you have to pay. You have to pay, and you know, whenever you renege on the payment or on that contract, there's consequences, people, and the consequence will come in humiliation. People, it's how crazy it is. The other night, you know, people talking about this too. People, this show, I'm like doing so many topic on so many content, three different content in one show, but it's okay. Follow me, people. So, and if you look at what I'm speaking about, they're all connected because they all belong to that club. So I am assuming that person went on the left club, because we talking about John Cena the other night on the Oscar, man. That was just human. Oh, that was just a shame, man. That was a shame. And you know, the things that people do for fame and money, the things that people do for fame and money, people. That's all I gotta say. You know, but you know, it come with a price. It come with a price. Are you ready or able to pay that price? So you know, we all want the good side of the contract. We all want the good side of the contract. And majority of time, the good contract with the entertainers and musicians, they get rich, they get famous, they get wealthy, they have the private jet, they could travel anywhere they want, blah blah blah. They go anywhere because guess what? They are they are doing that good part of the contract. They're doing a good part of the contract. So and the good part of the contract, going tours and making money and the clothes, the bling bling, the high life, you know, the paparazzis, making all that, you know, fame, the pictures, all of that. That's the good part of it, people. That's the good part of it. But we all know there is a other side to the coin. We know that. Just like in the world, we have good, we have bad. And they have to coexist. They have to live with each other. So it's the same thing. When these people sign these contract, you know what I mean, they have to keep their part of the contract because guess what? They're ready benefiting from the good part of the contract. You see what I'm saying, people? Listen, uh, listen. Over the years, I never see a contract start out bad. It's always the good impression of the contract people see first. You know what I mean? It's always a good part of the contract people see first. And you know, when you start seeing the other side, people that, oh, what is this? Oh, but that's the contract. You see what I'm saying? Everybody love to speak about the good part of the contract, but I'm not hearing anyone speak about the other side of contract, people. There's two sides to a coin. There's left, there's right, there's up, there's down, there's left side, right side, people, upside down, whatever it is. There is another side to it, and there's a lot of people in the entertainment world or in music world, whatever you want to call it, people, whatever category you want to place it in or put it in. These people love to speak about the good part of the contract, but when hell all break loose, that's when you see these people come out on social media and saying all of this, saying all of that, because now they seen the bad part of the contract. But guess what? No, these people already know it because they signed it. Or some, you know what I mean? I wouldn't believe, you know what I mean? Man, it's hard to say because I wouldn't say, you know, they got trick or anything like that, people. You know what I mean? These people have to go in this contract with their eyes wide open, but guess what? They just been bamboozled. They just they just haven't been told the whole truth. They've been told half truth. And so when a person don't know the whole truth, they're going to make decision according to what they see or what they know. And a lot of these young people, they sign contracts and they don't know what they're signing, and they just see the good part of the contract. They want to see the good part of the contract, and forgetting there's another part of the contract that they have to examine and see. But but you have these young people, they are so young, they don't know. All they're seeing is the fame, because what? Maybe because family situation, the family, is in a poor situation, they need money for the family. So when you have these young artists going to these big time directors and producers, they going with their hands out. And when these producers and entertainers seeing these young people with their hand out, they're going to give these people the good part of the contract. They're going to tell them all the good thing, and these young people are going to be so overwhelmed. They're going to be so overwhelmed, and think that, oh wow, we made it. We making good, yes, this and that. But they don't understand. It come with a price. It come with a price. So I'm telling these young people that in entertainment world, it doesn't matter. Please pay attention to your environment. When you go to these corporations, to these big companies, pay attention, because they're going to give you the good of everything. They're going to show you the bling bling. They're going to put you in the light, people. They're going to put you in the light, but do not be deceived. Do not be deceived, because these people, the first impression that they're going to give you, you're going to think you found diamonds and rubies and gold. You think you find a gold mine. But pay attention. In a gold mine, you know, the thing is, we don't see the people in the gold mine digging. Nobody want to speak about the bad part of it, but we love jewelry, we love gold, we love diamond, we love rubies, we love all these priceless emeralds. We love these things. We love these as materialist things. Human, we love it. So that's the part of it where you know we look at the materialistic part of everything in life. Is, oh man, this is beautiful, this is good, this is so good. But these young people not realizing that when they sign these contracts, they have to make sure they look at the other side of the contract. You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure you look at the other side of the coin. You have to have knowledge of. And the sad thing about it, I believe some of these people sign these contracts, they don't know. They see the good part of the contract, but again, the people they surround themselves with, and or if these people have their good intention, because the quickest way to fool a young person in a contract is deceive them, dazzle their eyes with materialistic things. Because when you have a young person that who's hungry, who is starving, and you're giving them a way out, they're going to take that way out. People, they are not thinking about the consequences. So all they think about the good of what they see now, the good, because they don't have the knowledge of. So they sign the contract, you know, unaware of certain things, and guess what? No, this is the bad part of it. So when they finally realize that why things is going a certain way, and when they go back and look at and we read and look at the contract, now they're looking at the contract. Now they want to look at the other side of the contract. But guess what? You already signed the contract. So it doesn't matter if you, oh, I didn't know, I didn't read it. That's not the judge or whoever, that's not their problem. Or whoever make you sign the contract, that is not their problem. Your job is you make sure you don't look at the good part of it. Look at the bad part of the contract. What you have to do. You know what I mean? And this is the thing that young people have to listen and take heed to. They look at the good part of the contract. Oh yeah, I'm getting this royalties, I'm getting this percentage, or I'm getting this for online sale, and you know streaming and this and that and this and promotion and all of that, and they're looking at the money, what's coming in, but they're not looking at the other side of the contract, where these people, that is where they come in with the trickery and all of that. So and now you as a person didn't really know, and now you renege on your contract. You understand what I'm saying? Now you reneging on your contract, and once you reneging on your contract, guess what? Now they have all right. Cause guess what? Now, because you already signed the contract, saying that, not looking at the bad side of the contract, the negative side of the contract. People, you know what we have to realize: what is a contract? You know what I mean? The contract is between you and another party, or sometimes there's a third party, or whatever it is. But it is between you and another person or organization or company. Or it could be multiple people that sign the contract or whatever, however it goes. So you sign the contract, and now you want to know what's in the contract after you sign the contract. That'll make no sense. So when you go to these people that you sign the contract with, and you start to debate about the contract that you signed with these people, what they're going to say, but you signed the contract. And you're going to say to them, but you didn't know it. You know what they're going to say to you? That is not their problem. You should have signed the contract. And you're probably going to say, oh, but yeah, yeah. They don't care about that, people. You should look at the contract. Look, and this not just for younger people, for older people as well, because you have some older people that's in the business. They're the one that, the keepers, you know what I mean? The keepers, the gatekeepers. Those are the gatekeepers, you know what I mean? Let's keep it real, people. And in the entertainment world, where I say entertainment world, including music, movies, entertainment, that's all entertainment. You know what I mean? It's a very, very, very eat dog world in that so-called community. Is who you know, and connection, you know what I mean? And that's how it is, because you know what I mean. I could just put out the word. I could just put out people. It is so people say, oh, how could they do that? Stop it, because we all do it. We all do it. Don't Let's go back to our younger years, high school years, or elementary school years, where we start gossip, and we sue around it. Oh, we tell gossip for that person, and we all team up and start spreading these things, make up things, and guess when you make it up, everybody start believing it. Everybody start believing it. It's the same thing in the world, people. Let's be realistic. You know what I mean? It's not people. The world is not complicated. We the one make the world complicated. The world is not complicated. People make the world complicated. Cause why? At the end of the day, you and a person sign a contract, and don't you think? Hear this now. Don't you think the person who you sign the contract with want a good contract for themselves, and you want a good contract for themselves? So in a contract is a give and take. It's a give and take. You give this and I get that. I receive this and I give that to you. That's what it is. It's a give and take contract. And oftentimes, you have young people will go into the music world and think they know it all. And you see the entertainers, you see them over the years, some of them develop mental issues, some of them just out there or addicted to drugs, alcohol, whatever it is. They have some challenges. They have challenges. I mean, because some of these people, renege against a contract, and they get caught in a loop, as they say. They in that loop. They in that loop, repeating the same thing. Or say they get stuck. You know what I mean? So these are the things, man. These are the things that music industry. Is it good? Yeah, you have good people in the music industry, and you also have bad people. You know what I mean? You have good people and bad people everywhere. Like I keep telling people, it's the people you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with people do not have good reports, so what are you doing for yourself? So these are the things, you know what I mean? People say, oh, you coming down heavy and on Sean Combs, Pete Diddy. No, I'm not. I didn't say anything that people saying more cruel things that I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm not coming on social media. I'm not, want to discredit this man or say he did it. We don't know. But like I said, the jury or whatever they're going to do, the prosecutor, blah, 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 you know what I mean? We will know in the next couple of weeks how things going to play out. I don't think anyone should come on social media and say this guy is guilty, this and that. We don't have the right to do so. What we need to do is we need to watch and see the outcome of this case, because let me tell you something. It's going back again. I don't believe the FBI just random go to anyone's house. They have to have probable cause. They have to go to a judge and explain themselves to the judge, and the judge look at it. The judge have to think about it, and he just say, okay, you know what? I'm going to grant you the permission because I feel that there's probable cause, that maybe there's some evidence there, maybe there's something there that we need to look at, whatever it is. So the judge grant them that the warrant. So, and all the warrant went down all at the same time, because guess what? You don't want to have a search warrant going on in Washington, excuse me, in LA, and nothing going on in Miami. So if something is in the house or whatever it is, they have time to, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want that. So that's why they had it random, all three at a time, get it over with. And I heard, from what I'm hearing, I heard they did New York too. New York, they did a house, New York, LA, and Miami, because he have a house, And no, listen, the sad thing about it, people, like I said, a lot of people is saying that, oh, there's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I see young underage going to his house. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you see that as a neighbor, if you see some, you know, some suspicious activities, as they say, going on, and you see a lot of kids at someone's house, and you don't see no like growing up, you just seen a lot of kids over there, and I'm like, wait a minute here, this is, I mean, then listen, if you know something going on and you don't say nothing, you're part of the problem. And that is a problem when you come down to these cases. A lot of people will go on social media and say certain things, post certain things, but not being direct, in being indirect, not, you know what I mean. So all of these things is supporting the propaganda and the lie in those circle of people, because they know what's going on. But guess what? They would turn their head. A lot of people turn their head. People, there's a lot of story. There's a lot of story that was going out. There was story going out when same time with R. Kelly, but a lot of people put it under the rug. I mean, there's listen. Whatever I speak on this channel, there is also like with Lil Wayne, Usher, you know what I mean, listen, people, there was a lot of things out there. Keep it real, a lot of things out there. You know what I mean? Wow, man. You know what I mean? People, it's going to get very, 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 very rough. You know what I mean? And it's going to get very expensive. Let me tell you something. We all know this man is a billionaire. He got money. He have money. Um, a lot of people saying that, I mean, there's a you could get indictment, indicted. Um, man, a lot of people saying that there's more to this there's more to this than what meets to the eye. You know what I mean? If there's more to it, mm, probability, yeah, there's more to it. You know what I mean? It's probably more to it, people. You know what I mean? There is so much things going down, but guess what? You know what I mean? A lot of people. All right, let's for example the R. Kelly situation. A lot of people was like, yeah, but and you know what I mean. So this is what I'm saying. A lot of people will see certain things or know certain things, but guess what? Due to the character of the person, the fame, the wealth, or the power, they don't say nothing. But it's not cool. It's not right. It's not right at all because at the end of the day, people, at the end of the day, what I mean, the FBI showed up. And we all overlooked it. People say, "Oh, but they came kind of over this, over that." People, FBI follow protocol. They follow protocol. It doesn't matter if the person is famous, rich. If you fall in that category where the FBI antenna go up and saying there is some type of ring or some type of thing organization going here, they coming deep. Because they following protocol. They are following protocol. If you say, oh, there was no need for them to come deep like that, people. Okay. Remove Sean Puffy Code name from this. If it was someone else, if it was someone else unknown who doesn't have that much wealth, or but they're saying this man have a record of this and that on all of these things. But don't you think the FBI know that Sean Combs have running with the laws plenty of times in the past? That's this big become a pattern with this man, and he's getting away with it. They listen. They gave listen. There's a lot of people in life get a lot of rope. Get a lot of rope. Keep giving that rope. Keep giving that rope, and eventually you're gonna run out of rope, and you're gonna run out of rope. Um, I just got a text. Yeah, it's work and stuff like that. Yeah, so what do we think? What do we think, people? What do we think all the outcome will be? We don't know. We just have to wait and see, people. What I mean? We could all stipulate. What I mean? We could all, but we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We have to wait and see how things played out. Yeah, I don't think I need this. Yeah, guys. I mean, coming on tonight, but I'll be on tomorrow at 10, 11 o'clock. So, with a guest tomorrow, people. So join me tomorrow. Yeah, guys. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. I mean, if you like this video, press the like button, people. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Um, Let me see if I could share this guy video. This is Vybz Kartel lawyer. Let me see if I could share it. Because last time, for some reason, people, last time I tried to share it and my thing just cut off. So let me see here. This is Vybz Kartel lawyer.
Be your biggest case, your biggest win in law.
It is.
And also, people, the lawyer is Ishra Buchanan, right? That's for all the reggae lovers and people who know about reggae music. The shout out to Wilfred Williams on stage. This is on stage show in Jamaica, and I'm taking this clip. This is Ishmael Buchanan. This is Vasco lawyer, and he gonna get into a little bit about the case, how things going, the breakdown, and what I mean, how he support constitutional right for citizens in Jamaica, that he's on a mission to educate people about their rights, and that's one of the issue in Jamaica. A lot of people don't know their rights, especially the constitutional right. and that's the reason why Vybz Kartel case was conviction was overturned, because they violated his constitution without, so right now he won the appeal case. So this is lawyer on stage, Wilfred.
It is the biggest win in law, but every time somebody is set free or a conviction is quashed, it is just as big.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Where was your confidence level in taking this thing to the Privy Council?
I was determined, like I'm passionate about the Constitution.
Yes.
The Charter of Rights, the 2011 Charter of Rights is the beginning or the starting point to what freedom looks like, what humanity looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So we see the man on the street, he's not rich, he's probably even homeless,
Yes.
but it is the equality, the gateway to equality, so people know that even the rich man is no better than the common man. So I'm so passionate about that, because my existence is a cross section between Upper St. Andrew, respect mommy, and big youth.
Yes.
So there's always a humility to understand that we're brothers and sisters, we're one and the same, and the Constitution bridges the gap between that.
And the more we know that,
Mm-hmm.
the more of us that are aware of that, is the better for all of us.
Right.
For everyone.
Exactly.
So people, and Wilfred is right. People have to know their constitution right, and instead of getting getting violated and not knowing the do and the don'ts in their rights. And imagine how many people in Jamaica in jail and don't have the proper resource like Cartel. Cartel have a lot of money, people. Don't forget Cartel retried the case, went to appeal in Jamaica and they denied it, and now he went to the highest court in the UK, and they overturned it. He won the appeal and sent the court back to Jamaica, tell Jamaica, listen, do better, correct, blah, 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 and all of that. But, we're going to have to see how this case play out, people, because once again, we don't know. We don't know. It's the same thing with the Sean Combs, P. Diddy. We don't know how the case is going to turn out. There's a lot of allegation, allegedly, and people saying this and proof. We don't know until this case go to trial or in front of a judge to look at it or whatever, then we will know and a verdict come out. But all I know is this: it's not looking good. It's not looking for both parties. Let's continue.
So why is it that sometimes we feel like you don't have the right to defend your own rights?
I'll say this. We suffer, many of us suffer from post-traumatic slave disorder, or a syndrome. We have a need to feel like we have to be better than people.
Mm-hmm.
And in the same breath, we miss the mark that Jamaica is positioned in the world where each and every one of us is so special. And then I'm gonna quote my father now and say, so every nigga is a star.
Mm-hmm.
So because we know that people's gonna say, you know more than me, and forget that, we are equal. So we're not on the other side of it. You're not better than me and I'm not better than you.
I don't know that we hear that enough in Jamaica.
It's true, people, because you don't want people to be or get treated because of their skin color, because this man bleach or his tattoo and his appearance, and people use their personal view and how to resolve a case or find a person guilty or violate their rights. You cannot do that. So that is what Wilfred and Estra Buchanan is saying, that these people knowingly just violate this man's constitution right and just let it be like that. It's not good, people. And what his lawyer is saying, it doesn't matter who the person is. Every person deserves to be treated with respect and with the utmost respect and the right of the law. Not to be treated unfairly. So that is what they're saying, people.
Some of us think that we're lesser, and others feel like they're better.
And I take the opportunity to say, if you're
and people, That is Big Youth, the gentleman with the beard there. That's the father and son. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean. That's Big Youth. You know, and if you know who Big Youth is, you need to go Google and do some research about that people.
And I've always said the Constitution, birth certificate, these are two things. And your Bible is something you're supposed to get at birth.
Yes.
We should hand that out at the hospitals so people know their rights and know that you matter. Once you know that you matter, then you can start to treat people equally. But it's a thing that we miss.
I hope this case is waking us up, all of us, those who know better,
Mm-hmm.
and those who are being exploited,
What,
who are not aware of their rights. I don't know that I really know.
And you know, Wilfred is making a very important point, people, because if you don't know your rights, you will be getting taken advantage of. And imagine how many people in Jamaica that's been taken advantage of because they know their rights and probably in jail doing 20 years, 15 years. And you know, and so what also what his lawyer is saying too, Mr. Buchanan is saying that you know what I mean, this case not gonna be like running, it's going to be swift, people. It's not going to be because what Mr. Buchanan is saying also is this: if they prolong a case and drag their feet, is also another violation of Vybz Kartel right, or a digital palmer. They will violate his rights, so they cannot sit on this case for 2 years, whatever. But he's saying that this case have to be perceived swiftly, cannot be delayed or put on a back burner as figure of speech.
That we have the right.
Yeah,
We have the same right as the prime minister, as a citizen of
of
Jamaica.
course.
I think we know that. I think it is the Prime Minister who needs to know that. I think it's the state actors who
Ah,
need to.
he made a very good point, you know, people. He made a very good point. When he said, I think, no, I think the people know that. I think the people know that, but guess what? No. The people don't have no voice because the government don't want to listen to the people. It's the government need to realize that the people have the same constitutional right as them. They need to realize that. And Mr. Buchanan is saying that the other way around, the people know the rights. Most majority of people know the rights, but it's the government don't want to acknowledge it, and that is a problem. That's how deep and the corruption run in Jamaica. It's a very deep corruption because, you know what I mean. If you okay, if you had enough evidence against a digital palmer, aka Vast Cartel, if you had that proof, you should have let the system proceed with the proof that they have. But if you know that you violate this man constitutional right, and you as lawyers and as upkeeper of the law, they turn their head and look the other way and say, oh, who cares? You understand us? That's not good, because imagine how many people that's been done to. And the reason why Vast Cartel is open up the door and shedding the light on this, open the window and shedding the light on this, because there's a lot of people in Jamaica do not have this opportunity. So in a way, this case is giving people a lot of voices to their voices are here. People could hear their voices because a lot of people in jail don't have that voice. So no, I believe the government in Jamaica gonna have to reassess and look at some of the cases that's in jail, because if some of these people rights has been violated or not been properly, what's gonna happen? How could Jamaica could withstand this type of payout, this millions and billions of dollars? Jamaica can't afford that. It's impossible. So these are the things that Jamaica need to fix, and they need to fix it ASAP. Because guess what? If they don't fix it, it's going to get worse. And the longer you keep putting a band-aid on an open wound, you're going to have problem. Because guess what? That wound, you think that wound getting better, but guess what? Is staying underneath that band-aid and getting corroded, infested, and all that. And one day it break out. You understand? So that's what Jamaica, the situation Jamaica in right now, that justice need to prevail the right way in Jamaica. Fairly to each and every citizen should have the same right. You shouldn't be determined or because of your standard, how you look or whatever. People, justice for all.
Need to know that. And I think that this judgment, this landmark decision by the Privy Council, it's going to take some time for everybody to kind of understand what it really means.
True.
But it's the beginning of a
Exactly.
demonstration of how sacred constitutional rights are. And it is for everybody, even Vybz Kartel, even a national treasure. And so he's to be given the same treatment as the common man, the no-name. Judges are the custos morum, the protectors of the Constitution. So they don't get the leverage sitting in that position as how the court of public opinion. I don't like him because him bleach, or I don't like him because him, him famous. They don't get that opportunity. It is they're bound by the Constitution, and they treat it so sacred that they send it back to the Court of Appeal, to our competent judges, to make a decision to protect the integrity of our justice system. We have
Okay.
competent, brilliant minds in Jamaica. And it's sad to say that we had to go to the Privy Council to decide. But the greatest thing about it is that the questions that went to the Privy Council were crafted, written by our judges, and I'm proud of that.
Okay.
So it's not ISAT's question. It is guidance from the court. Say, this is how you ask it. Now go out there and let us know what happened.
So we do have the knowledge here.
We have the knowledge.
We have the
When I
expertise here.
spoke in the Privy Council, I spoke with a man.
Yes, guys. So there we are. There it is. There it is, people. So listen, like I said, leave your comment, share this video, tell your friends, tell a friend to come over to Yard Chat and support this platform and subscribe to this channel. People, I'm your host, Wesley of Yard Chat, people. Until next time. All right.
Mandate from, and I'll say their name.